Okay, go ahead.
This is Millicent, and the only picture of Orville, the little baby that died. And you know, that baby had pneumonia.
Your Uncle Frank's baby brother that died.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
This is the only picture we have. It was Millicent and then Linville Orville. His grave.
So he was second born.
But anyway, when Grandmother Maple said the cystic fibrosis had to come from the Lords, he'd had pneumonia, but she lost a child with dysentery. So those are both symptoms, you know, and it has to come from both families. Isn't he precious?
Yeah.
And Dad, I guess, was just agonized. He had a little farmer. And then he had 2 girls after that.
Tell him about, you've kind of said Aunt Millicent was a favorite, but she was ill as a child.
She had rheumatic fever twice, and they were so afraid they'd lose her, and they carried her around and everything. She was his favorite, and when she moved to southern Indiana, about killed Dad. We went down to visit. That's your grandpa.
Yeah.
You probably have that picture.
I know Nanny Dot does. Grandma does. Okay. Yeah. And so what? Where was this taken, or what was it taken for?
His high school graduation.
Did the girls just run after him?
They liked him.
So was he outgoing or quiet, or how was he a person?
He had a funny sense of humor, don't you think?
Yeah.
A little wry sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was always cracking a joke. What was his favorite food? Or
fried potatoes, greasy fried potatoes.
Greasy fried potatoes. And what did he play any sports or anything like that? Were sportsmen?
He played basketball.
Oh, really?
And he was in 4-H. He and Howard used to show their calves and things at Converse Fair.
And were you older or younger than him?
Yeah, older, by 23 months. I think.
Okay. Okay.
But we were close.
So since I played basketball, was he good? Did he start?
I was away in nurses training. I never got to see them play.
Oh, okay,
we couldn't afford to have me go back and forth.
Oh, okay, okay. Well,
what was especially lovable about him?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Everything. You know, I just trusted him. And he was ornery. But I loved him.
What'd you always call him? My ornery little brother? I mean, even to his...
Howard was my baby brother, and he was my ornery brother. He came down one time when I was in Bloomington and took one of my friends to a dance.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And I drove, I was trying to think of some other things. We went to Florida that one time. I have some pictures, you know, when we were in Florida.
Now, did he ever get in trouble as a kid or anything like that?
Oh, I don't think so. Never in jail.
Oh, well, I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, kid stories.
Orneriness.
Orneriness, yeah.
I think one time they upturned, I think this principal was hiding in a toilet, and I think they upturned that. Somebody had a toilet out, you know, for Halloween.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
And then didn't you say what? Go ahead.
Howard should tell you about those things.
Well, let's see. Where did you all sleep upstairs? How was that divided up? Or, you know, what about their bedrooms? Or what about his clothes? Or
well, in the bedroom, see, the front one is where Dad and Mother slept. And then the big one's where all the girls slept. And then the boys slept in that little hallway that went out to that little porch. They slept there.
They slept in the hallway? Wow.
Yep. And then, of course, when Grandma Lord lived there, they built the bedroom downstairs where and Mother and Dad slept there, so Frank and Howard had the big bedroom.
Did you guys always have shoes to wear? And or they wear hand-me-downs? Or
you know, Frank started buying that farm when he was 16.
He did?
He had always earned money, and he clothed himself very well. But see, he wasn't old enough to sign for the farm, so Millicent signed it until he was old enough. But I can't remember whether he paid $60 an acre or what, but he started buying that.
Wow.
I think they're advising Dorotha to maybe get some things.
So she can divest or something.
So she won't have to pay a lot of income tax.
And did you ride the school bus?
Yeah, we rode the school bus, and we had to milk cows in the morning, and I always felt like I smelled like a cow. But we'd have to run down to to the down the lane to get on the school bus.
What?
And we were snowed in one time
Mm-hmm.
with a snowstorm, and that was fun. And
Was
I know
fun?
Frank and they played with the younger kids in the gymnasium, and the Red Cross came through with blankets. So we had those blankets to sleep on, and then they brought makings for scrambled eggs and cocoa. Oh, it was an adventure. The kids that didn't get to stay were upset. Yeah. But he was active in 4-H and rural youth. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Now, did y'all go to church?
Oh, yes, every Sunday. Every Sunday. And my dad was deacon or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and my mother played the piano often.
Wow.
It was in that West Liberty church. They rented that after it was closed, and they had so many little chairs, and they had clocks and the organ, but somebody stripped that, and we think it was an antique buyer.
Hmm.
So we
Sad
didn't.
story.
It's okay.
I like to interview.